Oh, hey, hello. I'm the flexibility guy, Coach Elia, and I'm here to show you how to correctly perform a side split and how to keep your hips on the same line as your feet at all times. Let's go. Alright guys, so today I'm here with one of my best friends, which is not me in the mirror. That's one of my biggest problems I'm working on, but it's the wall, okay? Now, the wall is so important when it comes to side split development because a side split, especially when you start, when you want to get lower, is really difficult to understand how to correctly perform the position and how to correctly move your hips. The wall is gonna fix all of that, all right? So what you do want to do, you want to have some yoga blocks with you. This is really important, okay? Every time you want to get into a side split, if you can't perform a side split, use yoga blocks, okay? Step number one, use yoga blocks. Now, step number two, you do want to understand how to move your feet against the wall. So the way you want to do that, you put your feet on the wall, okay, against the wall, and you press your hips against the wall. Now, as you can see, if your flexibility level is here, and when I started, I think I was even higher than this. So that's completely okay. Now look at my feet. Now I'm kind of staying with my heels on the floor and I'm creating a lot of friction. You don't want to do that. What you do want to do instead is this. Turn your feet slightly up. Let your heels slide to the side. The first thing I do want to do is this. I want to relax on the blocks while I have my feet and my hips against the wall. Same line, okay? Once you got it, focus on arching your back a little, okay? Arch your back. Last technical details, you do want to keep your shoulders higher than your hips. Never shoulders lower than your hips, because in this way, you decrease the pressure on your hips and you can't get any lower. When you feel more comfortable, move the yoga blocks. So for example, now I can turn the yoga blocks. I do like middle of the leg, under the knee or under the hip, okay? You can choose one of these three spots. Under the knee, easy. Under the middle of the thigh is medium, under the hip is hard. You do want to understand the difference between a box split and a side split. One of the best progressions you can use is the box split, which means that you're going to flex your body a little forward. You can use a yoga block under your chest to do that. If you have a partner or you have a weight, put the weight on top of your hips. That is the game changer. That is the game changer. Or ask a partner to push your hips down. Also, that is a game changer, trust me. The last bit of a side split is letting go of your weight. Just let your hips absorb all of your weight and let your hips go, touch the floor. That is the final stage. For this particular setup to work, it's really hard for you to keep your shoulders on top of your hips. This is a regular side split because you have the wall, which is pushing you forward. So this is the ultimate side split. This is really, really hard. So at first, I suggest you go a little like this in a box split with your trunk flexed forward. Slide out, let your hips go down. When you feel comfortable here, then you can try, lift your shoulders up, and in this position here, let go of the tension, press all of your weight onto your hips. And this is the final side split stage you do want to reach. As you can see now, I'm in a full side split position. This is really, really hard. And why this is hard? This is so hard because thanks to the wall, my feet and my hips are going to be at all times on the same line. So there's a hack you can use whenever you want. When you start, don't waste your time figuring out, are my hips in line or not with my feet? Use a wall, put your hips against the wall and slowly get into a split. That is going to allow you work on the proper technique. You won't cheat because like the feeling of having the feet and the hips against the wall is clear. You can't cheat on that. You can't change that. You can feel it, okay? So feel that the hips and the feet are both touching the wall and get down into your side split position with the correct technique. Now guys, this is a 10-minute video, but the progression I've just shown you may last 10 years. I'm joking. I hope that it lasts way less for you. But the concept is this, like this is a kind of a principle, okay, you want to use, but it's not like thanks to this principle that you're going to achieve the side split in 20 days, okay? It's more like something you do want to keep in your mind every time you train for the side split, okay? Because in this way, you can work with the correct technique, which is hips in line with your feet for the best stretch possible. I know it's difficult. It's difficult because when you keep a proper alignment, when you work with the proper alignment, things get more complicated, but I think it's worth it because thanks to a good alignment, you're going to stretch your muscles more and you're going to gain more flexibility. With that said, I hope that everything makes sense. If you have any questions or doubts, please leave a comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the thumb up button. And if you want to work on your splits, remember that you can download my Flexibility Guy app, where you can find plenty of workouts and explanations on the splits and many other flexibility positions. So it's the ultimate app you want to use to take your flexibility to the next level. And you can check it out following the link in the description down below. With that said, thank you so much for staying with me. Have a nice stretch and see you in the next video. Bye.
I traveled all the way to Japan in this place of silence and peace to find out the secrets of flexibility training. I'm in this temple right now because here is where I believe it's hidden, the secret I'm looking for. You gotta be somewhere around here. What? A book? Nani? Honwa? Secret desu ka? Amazon de kaimasu ka? Oh, so ka. Arigatou gozaimasu. Stretching Modern Flexibility Methods is the complete playbook to master your flexibility, and you can check it out on Amazon right now. Huh? It works! It works!